I'm joined here today by the one, the only. Of course, we're talking to Starboy Manel Kape. What's going on, sir? How are you?
I'm good, thank you so much. And you, how you are?
I'm good, man. Thank you for asking. Before we get to the fight and all that stuff that's going on, man, I know you're a soccer
Mhm.
guy, so I wanted to talk about this a little bit. We've got the Africa Cup of
Yeah.
Nations going on right now. Unfortunately,
hmm
Angola didn't qualify. Are you still paying attention, or is it just kind of different now that the country's out?
It's different because here in TV don't show the soccer games, but uh, sometimes I watch uh, when my friends post something about the soccer games in Portugal. I try to watch, but it's not the same right now.
One last thing on soccer. There was this viral video that came out recently. It was you and Habib, and he was asking you about the Champions League winner. It feels like he set you up a little bit, like he did it kind of on purpose. Like he knew the answer and did it for the video. What sort of happened now that you've had some time to look back on it? What happened with that famous video with Habib?
We were just we I know he have the knowledge, um, the soccer, the football, and like because he's a fan of the soccer. I'm not a fan. I'm a soccer player, and I can play it. And I was talking to him that I say that I was grateful for the training today that he did, and show me good tricks and show me good advice for the MMA. And I say for him that after I show him good advice to play football, and he comes with conversation about the knowledge about and the soccer and everything. I don't pay on I know how to play like he like you ask for it in a asking who was the first fighter in UFC or first fighter in MMA, the first fight. Of course, just fans will know the answer because they are fans. The fighters don't know this kind of the answer.
So with that being said, is it fair to say like you're a better soccer player than him? Like we've seen the videos, we've seen he's got a
Much
very
better, much
people
better,
get out of this
much
much
better,
better.
much better. Ah, much better.
Well, have you played against him? Like, have you had an opportunity to show him, or
No, we
that's not?
we don't play. No, we still don't play. We still don't play. But we was to play team, but we were supposed to be team, but we don't play.
All right, so I want to talk about your last fight a little bit, man. Obviously, it's been almost 2 months. It was a great performance, second knockout in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about that fight, man. Obviously, first round knockout. That's usually what people want to go for. How do you feel about the fight looking back on it?
Look back to the fight. I did everything what I did in the trainings. I did everything what's supposed to do. Um, was the perfect game plan, and uh, nothing that happened there was new for me or different. All the emotions was control. I know what he come to me, and I know what I will bring to him. So I was super focused. My mental my mental training was amazing. My training was perfect. Any injury, and I did what I did. Everything was visualized before, and I knew that I will knock you out when you feel my hands. I have strong hands, heavy, and yeah, this is what happened.
You mentioned the mental training. What do you do for mental training? Like some guys, they have psychologists they sit down with. Other people is just talking to their close ones. What do you sort of do for your mental training?
No, I just focus on what I'm doing, I want to do. This is not in a fight; it's just in a life too. Everything what I'm thinking, everything what I put in my head, went into much, um, realize like material, and I can touch the things when I think too much in something that I want so much. I can think in when still here in my brain, and I was thinking too much that I will knock you out. So much like every day when I was training, I look to the target. and I knew what I want to do, and what round supposed to knock him out. I knew all to see when he was hurt. Uh, Nothing was new for me on this fight. Nothing was new.
Talk to me about that finish because we see you. Obviously, you get him up against the fence. You're starting to land some punches. He's not throwing anything. What's going through your mind as you're landing the punches? Because it looks like every single punch you throw is landing on him.
Um, I was hunting him, and I knew that every fighters have the instinct when he's back to the cage, when he's hurt, they swing. So I was calm and prepared for what's come, you know. So I I'm just look to him to wait the answer, for response, but don't have answer. So I respond all the time, and yeah, this is what happened. We just not was in the same level in that fight, in that night. Uh, I was too high. I was too high for him, and this is what it happened.
So I know at one point after the fight, you were saying you were hoping to fight Kai Kara France. Obviously, he had his fight with Cody Garbrandt. What did you think of that fight? Because obviously, like that was a fight. A lot of people had some very strong reactions to that one. What did you think of that one?
I'm thinking because I just looked to him in the fight with Cody. I see, oh, the guy is good, and I think we have the same shared dog, same knockouts in shared dog. I think probably, and why not? We need to test who have the heavy hands in the division. This was my point, was be a good match to him and me and him, and. It's what I was just thinking, to have somebody that have the power to handle my power too.
And so obviously, he has another fight book. Do you have somebody else that you want to fight now? Like, is there somebody else you look at and you think that's going to make an exciting fight?
Uh, right now, the fight what make me excited is back to the fight against Patoja, or mm, I don't know, Davison was be a good fight too, and yeah, but we will still wait to the answer because I was supposed to fight somebody in February, but was supposed to team, but he pulled up on the fight. But right now we just waiting. We training and waiting for another opponent accept the fight.
And so right now we're about to have a title fight coming up soon. Figueiredo versus Brandon Moreno. What do you think of that fight? Like when you look at that one, it's the third one. What do you think of that fight?
Uh, it's difficult to see the fight what happened in the first and what happened in the second. I believe if Nathan be prepared, I be if the weight not be his issue, I believe that Nathan can win the fight. But if the weight cut will be his issue, I believe he's gonna lose again.
And so I want to talk a little bit about what next for you because I know you're waiting for an opponent. Like, do you have an idea when we're going to see you fight again? I know you mentioned February. It's coming up very fast. When can we expect to see Starboy back in the cage?
Uh, Probably March. Probably March. You guys can see me fight again. Uh, have another spectacular KO in March.
And so, what's your plan coming into 2022? I mean, obviously, a lot of guys they say like they want 3 fights, they want 3 knockouts, they want the title. What's the plan for you coming into this year? Like you mentioned the mental stuff. I'm sure you thought about it. What does 2022 look like?
I'm looking 2 fights and straight to the title. 2 fights, win, KO, bonus, and straight to the title. I believe this is the goal to be in 2022. But if I'm wrong, like I've been before, can be in the beginning in 2023.
When you mention the title, is there one person you're hoping to fight as the champion? Like, are you hoping to face Moreno? Are you hoping to face? You mentioned Figueiredo a little bit. Is there one in particular you like more?
Whatever be the babysitter of the fight, I will fight. Whatever. Who be the with the belt is the target that I should fight.
All right, man. So that's all I got for you, man. Thank you so much for the time, Manel. I really appreciate it. And hopefully we'll get some fight news soon and you can have a big 2022.
Thank you, Lucas. It's been my pleasure.